Hello and welcome to our 2020 range of videos here at Rimmerbros. Now if you like and subscribe to our videos, there's going to be a £10 gift voucher for the best comment on each of our videos throughout 2020. Today we're going to put some front anti-roll bar links on this 2001 Defender TD5. Because I'm going to change the anti-roll bar links and the D-bushes, the best thing to do really is to take out both side D-bush mount bolts, which are M10, so 17mm spanner size, to each side. So take those ones out, leave the top two nuts and bolts in place, and remove the lower one. So remove the split pin if it comes out, and then the 19mm spanner size to take the bottom joint off. I'll show you that in a second. Once that is off, we can put it all on the floor, undo the top ones, we can get a bit more room, rebuild it all on the floor before we put it back together, and then it's a much easier job doing it that way. So do that, I'll just show you in a second. As I suspected, the split pin hasn't come out, it's seized into the joint itself, so just get your spanner and just undo the nut. It'll bring the split pin with it and just break it off on the way. So once that nut is all the way off, I mean sometimes the nut will get tight on the threaded part and spin the whole joint. So what you will have to do then is where the rubber boot is, either cut the rubber boot off and just use a small pair of mole grips just to clamp up the shank so that you can hold the shank tight while you take the nut off. But this one looks like the nut may well be coming off on its own. I've taken the nuts off both side anti-roll bar lower links, so now I'm going to use my 17mm spanner and socket to take off the anti-roll bar link. So once that's off, we can remove both the bolts. You can pull down this side, so we'll do this exactly the same on the other side, then we can take the whole anti-roll bar link off, put it on the floor and replace the anti-roll bar links. So as you can see now, we've got the anti-roll bar link on the on-bar on the bench here, so we've got a 24mm socket on the nut, spanner on the other side. That all the way off. You might just need to get a hammer just to tap that out. So with the old anti-roll bar link off, place that to one side, pop our new bushes into the new link, put the bolt through, back through into roll bar. I would probably just leave that loose until it's back on the vehicle, so when you twist it into the right position, it's not twisting the bushes too much. Then it's time for the rear D-bushes. So pull the clamp off, just split in the bush. As you can see, these anti-roll bars, they do wear quite a lot on the metal as well, so sometimes you will have to change the whole anti-roll bar itself. Let's get the new bush, pop it on like that, and then new clamp, put that over the bush, do the same to the other side, and then we're ready to refit it. So now it's just a case of replacing it all again. So you put that anti-roll bar link through its mount, do the same on the other side, and then using the new nuts and nylock nuts and bolts, replace the D-bush clamps and just mount it all nice and loose so all the nuts and bolts are on in together. And then before you tighten anything up, to make sure everything's in place, then I would tighten up the links all first and then the D-bushes afterwards, and then it keeps everything nice and central. So once everything's tightened up, you can't really get a torque wrench on these, so just be sensible about it. You don't need to be over tight, but they certainly want to be tight enough. So once it's all tight, you can put your new split pins in, and then once they've done both sides, everything's tight, that's it, they're all done.